Nintendo has just lifted the lid on its plans to bring DS games to the Wii U Virtual Console, which means that owners of that particular machine will soon be able to enjoy a library of classic releases from one of the company's most popular formats. The DS has played host to some truly stunning pieces of software since its inception a decade ago, and we've picked 10 of the games we ideally want to see come to the Wii U. So make yourself comfortable, locate some snacks, and cross your fingers and toes. Let's hope we see all of these on our gamepad in the fullness of time.
Number 10. Meteos.
It's always surprised us that Meteos never really caught on as a puzzle franchise. Created by industry legends Tetsuya Mizuguchi and Masahiro Sakurai, the original DS game was a revelation, showing how the touchscreen could drastically change the scope of a puzzler. The Disney-themed sequel was welcome, but it didn't really take the concept as far as it could have done, while successive titles appeared on systems without touchscreens, which kind of missed the point of the game's slide and flick premise. Meteos sorely deserves a revival, and what better way than to bring the original to the attention of a whole new generation.
Number 9. New Super Mario Bros.
One of the games which established the DS as a serious gamer's platform, New Super Mario Bros. Was a real breath of fresh air when it hit retail way back in 2006. Nintendo returned to the roots of the Super Mario franchise, successfully fusing old school sensibilities with modern twists. With over 30 million copies sold worldwide since release, this is almost certain to make an appearance.
Number 8. Mario Kart DS.
With Mario Kart 7 already available on the 3DS, and Mario Kart 8 on its way to the Wii U, some might argue that there's little need for this DS version to get a new lease of life. However, just as many will counter with the opinion that Mario Kart DS is one of the best entries in the series, and the countless hours the Nintendo Live team has collectively ploughed into the game would appear to support this. The first title in the franchise to offer online play, Mario Kart DS is still incredibly playable, even by today's standards.
Number 7. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars.
It just goes to show how popular the DS was that Rockstar chose to bring its controversial Grand Theft Auto series to the system. Has there ever been a better example of a title being totally at odds with the target demographic of a games console? While Chinatown Wars was predictably and rightly ignored by the millions of younger DS owners, it nevertheless provided top-notch entertainment to mature players. Since ported to the PSP and iOS, the game has aged surprisingly well, and will be ripe for rediscovery and reassessment on the Wii U.
Number 6. Dragon Quest IX Sentinels of the Starry Skies.
Dragon Quest may have taken longer to gain popularity in the West than Final Fantasy, but when it did catch on, it did so in style. This critically acclaimed DS adventure features robust multiplayer functionality and a few major enhancements on the core Dragon Quest gameplay. Hours of RPG action await, and everything is wrapped up in some sumptuous presentation. On a platform that is blessed with more than its fair share of quality role-playing epics, Dragon Quest IX stands out as a true classic, and it's one that we can't wait to experience again on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Number 5. Pokémon Black and White 2.
Nintendo turned a few heads in 2012 when it decided to release this Pokémon sequel on the DS rather than the recently released 3DS, but the strategy was a sound one. Arguably the last great DS title, Black and White 2 was a fitting swan song for the dual screen handheld, and we're sure it would sell like hotcakes if it was released on the Wii U Virtual Console, especially with the launch of Pokémon X and Y still fresh in everyone's memory.
Number 4. Castlevania Order of Ecclesia.
The third and final Castlevania title on the DS, Order of Ecclesia takes the Metroidvania concept to the next level, allowing you to traverse and explore several different locations instead of being stuck in a single castle. Superb visuals, excellent music, and hours of challenge make this one of the best installments in the entire Castlevania lineage. And while we're at it, we'd gladly take Wii U Virtual Console versions of Dawn of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin 2.
Number 3. Advance Wars Days of Ruin.
The Wii U is yet to get its own Advance Wars outing, but this excellent DS sequel will be more than enough to keep us happy in the meantime. Days of Ruin is notable for its tonal shift from the usually breezy nature of the Advance Wars series. While the turn-based gameplay and resource management aspects remain in place, the game's setting is grim and foreboding. This change didn't go down well with everyone, but few would deny that this is the better game of the two.
Number 2. Fire Emblem. Shadow Dragon.
Fire Emblem Awakening has pushed the beloved franchise to the forefront of many people's minds, which should mean that this excellent DS title has a good chance of making it to the Wii U Virtual Console. A remake of the very first Fire Emblem title on the Famicom, Shadow Dragon isn't perhaps quite as polished as other installments, but it's still a classic slice of strategy RPG action, and one which could potentially pave the way quite nicely for a fully fledged Wii U entry. Please, Nintendo.
Number 1. The Legend of Zelda. Spirit Tracks.
For whatever reason, the DS Zelda entries have been somewhat overlooked in recent years, which is a shame because they're fantastic games. Both make stellar use of the DS touchscreen and offer truly riveting adventures, making them two of the most enjoyable releases on the console. As such, these titles are ideal candidates for reappraisal on the Wii U Virtual Console, and hopefully Nintendo will fast track the launch of the second title so we don't have to wait too long to experience it all over again on our trusty GamePads. And that concludes our list. What did you think of it? The DS has one of the best and most varied software libraries of any console ever made, so narrowing it down to just 10 choices was an almost impossible task. Still, if you think we've made an elementary error, do let us know in the comments section below. Check out nintendolife.com to keep tabs on the Wii U Virtual Console, and subscribe to the Nintendo Life YouTube channel for more exclusive video content.